Hey guys, welcome back to Two Thumbs Up Movie Reviews and More. Today, I'm diving into Nickel Boys, a film I expected to be a profound and moving experience, but it ended up being deeply mediocre. Let's start with what works. This movie is visually stunning, like beautiful, man. The cinematography is among the best I've seen in years. Every shot is meticulously framed. The lighting is breathtaking, and there are some moments where the visuals alone tell the story more compelling than the writing. The use of color, shadow, and camera movement is so immersive that for a brief moment, you feel like this could be a masterpiece. The cinematography team deserves every ounce of praise, so let's give them a round of applause. The acting is another strong point, across the board. The performances are fantastic, but the real standout for me was Ethan as Elwood. His performance is this emotional backbone of the movie. Every scene he is in is filled with such raw, lived in emotion that you want to connect with this film more than you actually do. Whether it's the quiet, heartbreaking moments, or the reflection, or the intense scenes where his character is pushed to the brink. He delivers a performance that is both powerful and deeply moving. If the entire movie had been able to match the depth and intensity of his performance, we'd be having a completely different conversation. But then that's where things start to fall off, and why, in my opinion, Nickel Boy should have just never been nominated for Best Picture. This is an important story. The source material is devastating, powerful, and unforgettable. However, the direction undercuts its own impact. Instead of pulling you into the emotional weight of these events, the direction keeps us at a distance, at arm's length distance. It shows us injustice, cruelty, and survival, but it never fully immerses us in it. It's like observing from the outside rather than being inside the moment with the characters. One of the biggest problems is the storytelling structure. The film constantly jumps between different timelines: past, present, archival footage, so on and so forth. But instead of weaving them together meaningfully, the editing feels messy. There's no rhythm, no natural progression, no emotional buildup, just a collection of events that never consolidate into something greater. A non-linear structure can be incredibly effective when done right, like in Moonlight or The Godfather Part 2. But in Nickel Boys, it feels more like an editing experiment that never quite clicks. Then there's the pacing. The film drags. And I mean, I wanted to fall asleep. And I don't mean in a slow burn, methodical way that builds tension. I mean in a way that makes you check your watch. There are long, lingering scenes that don't add much to the emotional weight of the story. Instead of creating suspense or deepening our connection to the characters, they feel like filler. You can feel the film trying to be profound, but it never quite earns it. And then that's where the movie really lost me. A story like this should shake you to your core. It should make you feel the weight of every injustice, every trauma, every moment of lost hope. But instead, Nickel Boys keeps you at arm's length. It presents these horrors, but never truly immerses you in them. It never fully sinks into the tragedy and humanity of its characters in the way it needs to. All these issues culminate in a film. Despite its technical prowess and strong performances, it fails to deliver on its promise. A Best Picture nominee should be a complete package: engaging, narrative, compelling characters, and direction that elevates the source material. Nickel Boys fall short in these critical areas. The disjointed storytelling, sluggish pacing, and emotional detachment make it unworthy of the Best Picture nomination, especially when there were other films in 2024 that delivered more cohesive and impactful experiences. That's two thumbs down. Do not watch this movie. And that's two thumbs up, movie reviews and more. Please follow me on Letterboxd and Instagram.